What you figure out in a hurry is that every sale, every purchasing decision is an emotional decision. Cold calling converts at about a 1.75% rate. That means if you're making cold calls, it's going to take you 100 calls to get less than 2 sales. Okay, that's what that means. Now, are these highly qualified cold calls? No, they're not highly qualified. But I'm going to tell you, even highly qualified ones don't convert at much better rate.
The interesting dynamic of calling expireds is that you've got, you both have somebody who is, I mean, they are the ultimate as far as them being qualified.
Yeah.
They want to sell their house. They tried to sell their house and they couldn't. The downside of it is that they are probably coming off of, especially right now, if their listing is expired or canceled, they're probably coming off of some type of bad experience, either not being able to get the price that they wanted or just a bad agent.
Yeah.
So it's like you basically have this really qualified potential lead who's probably going to be really pissed off when you get them on the phone.
And immediately after winning in Nigeria, that same evening, I got a phone call from Puppies for Firefighters, and for $5,000, I can provide and sponsor a puppy for firefighters. And so, all I had to do was give them that and my social security number, PIN number to my bank account. So, you can hear all these scams are going on, right? And with these scams, besides winning Nigerian lottery, the clients have trust issues. So when you call on a true cold call, they don't know you. There's no relationship. Through the highest of droughts, he's been saying, I can sell your house in 44 days.
Marketing.
How can he say that?
Good marketing.
Okay, so what does the marketing do for him, Jen, the marketing person?
Exposure.
It's exposure, which turns into power,
Right.
right?
Yes.
What's unique in your approach? As an individual, you need to look at this and say, okay, well, what do I do that's different? What do I do that's a differentiator to my client? And frankly, why should the client pick me? What's special about what I do? I'm going to tell you that my mom was in real estate. She's retired now from real estate, but she was in real estate for over 30 years. I grew up in watching what you guys do every day. And I saw the frustrations, and I heard I'm driving them around forever. I just won't pick a house. But she has a unique selling proposition, right? And her unique selling proposition is she comes from Italy. She speaks Italian. And she has this little niche, this vein of people that she can talk to. And they come in and they just love the fact that she speaks Italian. And so they work with her, and she can show them the house, and she describes it in Italian, and that, of course they speak Italian, because otherwise it's just be weird. A ton of information, and you wanted to hear something that we call third-party validation. So you didn't want the manufacturer to say, it's the greatest baby torture device out there, right? Baby exercise, right? You didn't want to hear that. You wanted to hear someone else say, I've put my baby in the stroller, I went for a run in it, and here's what we got, right? And it was a wonderful run, baby was happy, it was smooth, all that fun stuff. That's what you were looking, basically, so you've done a meeting, we made sure there was nothing in our teeth, we got the contact information, we established a good relationship in that first phase. Second, we did a discovery phase where we asked qualifying questions. We understood that they're in a position to buy. If they're selling, right, if they're on the other side of the wall, we made sure the property was good, and then we'd actually be able to sell it and not waste our time, right? So, and then when we go into the showing portion of it, we'll stick on the sales side because the seller side is a little different. It's a little different, not much though. So the third part is showing the property. So we get them out there, we're showing them the property, and hopefully we've qualified them. Hopefully we've done a really good job here and here, so we know when we go to show them that property, this fits the criteria. All right, so fourth year is closing the sale. Okay, they saw it, they loved it, you guys agreed, hey, this is really what we like, and you showed them what they like, and they went, yeah, I love it, and they're walking around, and then you go to close. That's right. Continuing the relationship. You asked about how we're going to get more close, right? This is how you're going to get more close. That 50. Has anyone ever worked with a salesperson that after the transaction was over, you never heard from them? Is that the norm?
Yeah.
By miles. If they mention, hey, I'm looking, this is an investment property, I'm looking to live here for a couple of years, note to self, that should ring a little bell. After I sell this client, I'm going to put a tickler out there for a year and a half and ask them if they're ready to list that house. That's your lead. That future sale, before you even close this sale, should already be in the back of your mind. Third-party validation is super important. You're not Amazon, right? You don't have a product that people can click on and go, oh, how does it rate compared to the one with the S on the end? how does it work? It's you, right? So give me some ideas of how you can create third-party validation. What's that? Testimonials, absolutely. Carol, do you have testimonials right now? I'm sorry. Brokers are important, okay? I want to make sure everyone hears that. Brokers are important because of the things that they're going to support you with. And that's what we're talking about is, what's your level of support? Does your broker do that? Does your broker even have a place for testimonials on the site? Does the broker, take care of you? You're busy. You're busy. The job never ends. It feels like at night you're on MLS. You go to a soccer game for your kid, you're on your cell phone. I mean, I know the job never ends, but that's why you have to put a date on these items to be completed and hold yourself accountable to it. It's too easy in this job because you are outside salespeople. You are professionals, but you're outside salespeople. You're very busy. If you don't put a hard date, put it on your calendar, block off time to actually do these things, it's never going to get done. And I'm telling you guys, you can go to meeting after meeting after meeting, get every great idea under the sun. If you don't implement them, you're wasting your time.